Hey YouTube followers, I've been wanting to do this video for quite a while now. A while back I discussed in one of my videos about a bit like addiction really, drinking, smoking a lot, basically not sleeping and suffering from insomnia and all that, and just basically going through absolute hell. Now some of you will remember in that video I mentioned that I will be doing a future video and going into more detail about why I suffered like I did and why I was putting my life kind of on the line, really. So today I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to try and do it the easiest, nicest way possible without making anyone feel uncomfortable. I'm gonna tell you a story, obviously, on, well, a few stories on what created it, what got me to that point in life, and I don't know if those, well, there is one person in that story. I don't know if she watches my videos or anything, but yeah, she's kind of further on in the story. But anyway, I'm going to give this the best go I can, and hopefully it'll give a bit of insight into what I suffered from. So the easiest way to actually start my story would be to go back to 2002. I was around the age of 15, and my father, who was a really hard-working man, he basically worked from the age of 12 right up until his death. Now, my dad passed away in 2002 at the age of only 41. Some might say that that's old, but in terms of someone's father, that's pretty young. For me anyway, I was 15 at the time. It was like, you know, so very young. I think what what basically made it harder for me was I was the one that discovered my father. He'd been working on a 18-hour shift, so he'd get up like really early in the morning, and then he'd like come home late afternoon the next day, and he'd basically go to bed for a couple of hours. And when I mean a couple of hours, normally it was just about a 3-hour kip, you know, and then he'd get up, we'd have tea, and he'd basically repeat the process. So it's basically like an eat, sleep, repeat thing for him. But this particular day, it was the 17th of January, it was a school day for me and my younger brother. I hung out with my friends, I enjoyed the day, and then I came in, I'm watching TV, and my mum says to me, go wake your dad up, and we'll see if he wants something to eat. So just like any normal day, I would go upstairs, sneak into his bedroom. Lights are off, of course, because it's still daylight outside, and I'd give him a nudge. So there I am, I'm shaking him, I'm saying, Dad, wake up. Nothing happened, not even like a, give me 10 more minutes, anything, nothing. So I shook him again. Now, some of you are probably thinking, why didn't you turn on the light at this point? well, like anyone that has a father, if you turn on the light and wake them up suddenly, then they get angry. So, for me, I just didn't want to turn on the light. And basically, to be honest, I didn't think anything of it at the time. So I went back downstairs and I said, "Mum, Dad's not waking up." She says to me, she goes, "You need to push him harder. You need to really rock him, make him wake up." So my younger brother stays downstairs, and I go back upstairs to wake my dad up. And I do the same again, still not turn the light on. And again, nothing happened. So at this point, I'm what's going on? So I go back downstairs, I tell my mum, and she's huffing and puffing, and she's thinking, "You're not waking him up, like, you're not rocking him hard enough." So she goes upstairs, I of course follow her. She turns on the light and lets out this overwhelming scream. This is a scream that I can't even describe it. It was that death-defying. And I see, I just laid eyes on my father at that point, and my mum jumps on the bed. She's cradling my dad, and she's thinking, "Oh God, she's breaking down." And I just saw how blue he was in the face. I can't. 15 years old, and I basically saw a dead body. It's not the nicest thing to see at that age, you know. At that moment, I don't know. It was like adrenaline kicked in, so I basically obviously rushed out of the house, and I went to the one person that I thought might be able to help. And that was my scout leader, the father of one of my good friends. To this day, I'll never forget what he did that night. And if he watches this, then amazing. Graham Edwards was, and yeah, I'm allowed to name it. What he did was just extraordinary. I'm still friends with Graham to this day. He also taught me at school, as a matter of fact. But that was the last time I saw my dad. I didn't go to the hospital. My mum, my little brother, my grandparents, obviously my mum's mum and dad, they all went to the hospital. I stayed home, and I was already smoking, but that night I must have really chain smoked. I also yeah, 15 years old, I was tall. I had the height of a giant, as someone said at that age, and I managed to get hold of cans of beer from the local shop because I was stupid. And for somebody that absolutely, when my dad was alive, I hated the taste of alcohol. No matter what lager it was, I absolutely despised it. And I drank that night. And for some stupid reason, I started to like it, you know. But that, I think, because I never got to say goodbye to my father, and I felt like my mum and the rest of my family got to say goodbye because they went up to the hospital. Because I didn't go up to the hospital that night and I stayed at home, I felt like I never really had a chance to say goodbye properly. It was like when I saw him blue in the face and I discovered my father, it was like maybe that was me saying goodbye. I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to see that. I don't really know what I believe about that, but death is death, unfortunately. But maybe that was my goodbye, you know, in some stupid way. I don't know. But it was that night that I started smoking a lot and discovered that I liked the taste of beer. So by liking it that night, kind of fueled other problems in my life as the years went on, if you know what I mean. I will be honest, what I'm telling you now, I have originally wrote down in a novel that I've been writing the novel now for about 6 years. But my goal of doing these videos, I'm now ready to share with you what I'm actually going through. Well, it's not what I'm going through, what I have been through, because I don't drink a lot anymore, I don't smoke a lot anymore. But in the past I have, because of just personal things that have happened to me, like death, personal loss from relationships, different stuff like that. But this is just part one of a new series of daily vlogs that I'm going to do. So hopefully if you like this video, please do subscribe. For once, I'm not going to tell you to give a thumbs up or anything like that. That's entirely your choice. But tomorrow I'm going to explain to you in more detail what happened next, that kind of fueled, it kind of pushed the drinking to a new level, really, and it started to get out of hand.